understanding of the student. Again, what you rightly just said, that understanding the student's strength, the kind of students she has in the class, she has to accordingly plan her teaching, because then only she will be, no matter how much digital, but the chalk and talk can never go away. It is the connect between the student and the teacher which makes the learning possible. If I give you an example, why is Cupid painted blind? Once you fall in love, you don't even realize the mistake of the other. But if the student falls in love with the teacher, the learning is enhanced. So that is how we talk of teaching learning here. Now, understanding the teaching new technologies coming in, of course, NEP has brought in a big change. Now, taking that forward, their trainings are there. So every teacher has to complete her 50 hours of training, which is online, offline, whatever way she is doing it, in-house, and she goes to. So that will again equip the teacher to teach the 21st century students, because we are all 18th century people who have studied through those methods, but we have to move because change is the only constant we have with us. Then we talk of the SDG goal. Again, we cannot just be limited to ourselves. It is the one big world we have to talk of. So these sustainable development goals, which came in 2013 and we have to complete by 2030, so we have to be working on those also. Then comes the social emotional learning. Now the families have been fragmented, they have small families, everybody is busy. So there are almost a lot of emotional turmoil which each child, each parent, each individual is going. I'm not saying it's only students and parents, it's each and every individual is going. So make them strong there is also a part of teaching. Now how does that affect the student? Because we are interdependent. So the student, of course, it's a holistic development for the child. Now when we talk of digital resources, it also helps the child to do self-paced learning. See, the teaching can be done in class, you can use all the gadgets, but those children who do not connect, what he rightly said, they have their self-paced learning which is done through the digital aids. It could be through YouTube classes or whatever available to the child. Then we come to the parents. Now if we have changed a system and we have not told our parents about it, again we do not accomplish the goal we are on. So giving the parents a parental workshop and making a very strong connect, because you and me, or the parent and me, are working around the child. Now if child is a plant which is planted in some place, the parent may be the home of the plant, and I am a gardener, I have to visit regularly to water it, add manure, or to do whatever, remove the weeds. So together, hand in hand, we have to work. So if we are not synced with the parent, we will be lacking behind. Now sometimes what he rightly said, calling the parents for workshop, yes, it's a real time, real life story, which parents come and tell that this is how I grew up my business. Of course, it's very encouraging, and that also enhances the teaching, because the teacher is supplemented by what the parent is telling them. You may give them a story, you may show them a roadmap, that if you learn, you study science and you become a doctor and you reach that level. But if a real-time story is narrated to them, it's more connecting. So that's how we enhance the learning. Now to have all this possible comes the responsibility of the school. Now I have major written here. So infrastructure is the aids which are required or which was need of the hour should be provided to the teachers to enhance the teaching learning. I had a few more points here, like all our students are digital natives. We are digital immigrants. We have migrated to this, and those children are gone. Chakravyuh se nikalne ka Abhimanyu ne सीखा था when he was in his mother's womb. हमारे बच्चे भी जो अब पैदा हो रहे हैं, they have learned the digital thing and come. So they come into, they are digital natives, and we are migrants, we are still learning. Today you take a gadget, you are still a little skeptical while using it, but you give it to a child, he will do many things into it. So that is where we are going to be creating a difference. And of course, with all that we have been doing is a lot of collaboration and creativity which is involved in the teaching. So teaching, learning, practice cannot be alone. It has the four stakeholders which always go hand in hand. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yes, until the end we came back. We come to Vasudev Kutum because again we are one big family. What you just said, that every little person in the school system or wherever, it makes a difference. So it is one earth, one family and one future we are all moving towards. Thank you.